Hi everyone, it's Barni from Intech Studio, and I am here to talk about my setup, which I use to test out our new native Adobe Lightroom Classic integration. What I will do today is show you what modules I'm using, so hopefully this will give you a bit of an inspiration of what modules can be utilized in this kind of use cases. Then I will record my screen, give you a quick snippet of how the configuration looks like in the grid editor, so you will have an idea of how to set up a configuration like this. And also I think I will just make a quick demo using Lightroom again, recording my screen so you can see what this setup is capable of. And this video will focus on Lightroom. This profile that I have on these modules have multiple pages, so I can change pages, and this way this is not only a Lightroom configuration but also a configuration for Photoshop if I change pages. But I won't show this today. I think I will make another separate video on Photoshop, and then I think I will make another video on the mechanism itself. We are working on active window tracking and page changes, so that's a whole lot. I think it won't fit into this video. I will talk about what this setup is capable in Lightroom. Yeah, I think now I will start recording, and I will bring this camera closer so you can see my hands better. So what we have here is prototype modules of the new Grid Series 3 range, and this is the new EN16, this is the new BU16 with custom keycaps, and this is Vision 1 with the screen on the right side. So yeah, there will be a left-sided version as well. This is the right-sided orientation, and these are the buttons that will go on the modules when they are being in production. So these are custom keycaps, these are the keycaps that will be in production. And I don't know if you can see these front panels, but they are looking fresh. So enough about these right now, let's focus on the integration. If we jump into the editor and I move any control element, you can see these action blocks. So I have the Lightroom package downloaded, and this means that I have these Lightroom action blocks in the action block selection window. And at the moment, these knobs control the different develop sliders in Lightroom. So this is temperature, tint, vibrance, saturation, highlights, you get it. Contrast, this is post-crop vignetting amount and grain amount. And this is a bit more tricky. This will control my zoom, and this is angle in crop mode. Yeah, the BU does shortcuts mostly. For example, this is only escape. It's just a press release action block with escape put into it. But I have some Lightroom specific shortcuts such as paste. I think this is reset. Yeah, it is. I have the next photo and previous photo. I could simply put arrows inside, it doesn't really matter, but I wanted to test out what the action blocks of Lightroom are like. So will they break if I test them? Okay, let's jump into Lightroom and see the rest there. Yeah, just quickly I will show you that if I push this button, we are now in my Photoshop configuration, but this is another video. Now let's focus on Lightroom. Also, I wanted to mention quickly that we are working on making the grid editor more user-friendly, because at the moment it is a bit tacky and the user interface can be a bit overwhelming for new users. So we have a very capable but small team working on making it more accessible, more visually pleasing. The implementation of those new changes, I think, will be spread out in the next year or so. Yeah, in the meantime, I think the editor is still usable. It's just not as pretty as some other software that has more developers, I guess. We do functionality because we are a small team. But yeah, this will be improved in the future. Okay, so the images have been imported, so we can start working. I usually have my pen in my right hand and I will have my left hand on the modules. I like to tilt these in a slight angle so my wrist can stay in a neutral position, and this way it won't hurt me later. What I have set up here is I can cycle through the images with my index and middle finger, and if I find a particularly great shot, I will mark it with flag. And okay, this looks really good. Let's see, let's bump up exposure with the knob, and I think I want a bit more warmth and a bit more magenta. Okay, that's too much. I will zoom into the image to see how noisy it is. Okay, it's not perfectly sharp, but it is fine. I think I need a bit of clarity, which is this knob. Clarity is always good. Let's do some vibrance and I don't know, some shadows. Okay. If I press these, by the way, they will reset, so okay, let's fine-tune the image. And yeah, this is how the EN works. And the buttons will reset the image, or they will undo or redo, and stuff like that. If I go into crop, then I can edit the angle of the image. If I let it go, it will automatically save the rotation, and I can do something like enter or even escape if I don't want to. I will undo these changes again, and yeah, that's how it works. I think it is a pretty good tactile experience. I especially like this big knob. I think it's really fun, and yeah, I think you get it. And I will upload these profiles so you can modify it to your own needs, so you can play with it and find out what works for you. When I was getting ready to edit the video, I realized I forgot to show you the relative encoder part, which is important. So here I am. I remade the whole set. It probably is not the same, but I did my best. So if I'm in Lightroom, let's reset this image. As you can see, if I change these values like crazy, and I want to go to another image and edit this image, the encoders will pick up the values where they are. They won't jump to the previous position that was set on the previous image. That was a problem with MIDI to Lightroom, apparently, and now with this integration it works properly. This is beautiful. Let's put grain on it. Grain makes everything better. This is so Y2K. Okay, so you get the idea. If I want to change the values, they will behave like they should. This is the current state of my Lightroom configuration. I think I will upgrade it even more in the future as I continue to test out the voters of what this new integration is capable of. And yeah, I will definitely upload these profiles to download on the Profile Cloud. Yeah, I think one last interesting thing which I like about this setup is that all of these modules can be comfortably carried in one little travel case. I cut out the bottom of one side of the foam so I can store 2 modules in one bag. This is, I think, a bit illegal. I didn't ask our engineers for approval, but this way I can fit 3 modules rather than 2 in this travel case. I will pack my cable as well, and yeah, voila. Editing in a suitcase. This is a travel case, not a suitcase. I hope I answered your questions if you had any regarding these new integrations. And yeah, note that these are still in alpha versions and they will get even better, but I think they are pretty usable now. So I'm excited. I hope you are excited as well. And if you have any questions left, drop them here in the comments. Go to our Discord server, talk to our devs, go to the forum, talk to each other, build a community. You know the drill. I talked about this several times. Yeah, I think I will get back to you if I have some major changes in my profile, and if there is some request of showcasing a single feature, I will probably do that. Other than that, the Photoshop video and I think an active window tracking video will come out soon. I just have to sit down on my chair and make them. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Bye.